Welcome back to the WPT cash game in Las Vegas, where we pick up the action on the flop. Maria Ho raised the straddle to 500 pre-flop with a pair of sevens. Matt Berkey and Paul Kuzmich called, and on this king 8-6 flop, Maria continues with a bet of 500 more. Matt will continue with the call, and Paul drops out. Queen of spades on the turn. Not the card Maria was looking for. So it does go check, check. And a 4 on the river will give Matt bottom pair. He may want to show it down, or he may want to turn his hand into a bluff. What will it be? His pot is 2,600. Look at this. Matt going huge, bets 3,500. Definitely turning his hand into a bluff, trying to represent a rivered straight or top 2 pair on the turn. Maria's sevens not looking so hot as she peeks down at them. She'll get out of the way.
They were the same.
Okay, and now this time, Potato, that's Mike Nory, is going to be a straddler.
Yeah, that's right.
So he makes it 200 to go. Matt goes out, and the caterer, Paul, Jack 9 makes it 600. By the way, he catered for a couple big movies, Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, that's a lot of extras out there.
Those are huge productions.
Yeah, yep, and Fast and Furious. So he has these big productions where he's just giving food out to everyone. No wonder why he's playing in a big cash game.
He's gone up to 600 with Jack 9 of diamonds, but Kitty will 3-bet to 2,400 with the Queen Jack of spades.
24? 24, yes.
Back on Paul, he likes the action. Gonna make this call with his Jack 9. So here we go with the flop. It's a Queen 9-4. Kitty hitting queens, Paul hitting 9s.
Dangerous flop for Paul here. Middle pair, and a couple of backdoor draws.
Right.
18?
18.
Facing a bet of 1,800, makes the quick call.
Auto call.
So about 9 grand going to the turn. And it is the 5 of hearts, pretty relevant card. Kitty.
All in?
Gonna go all in. Wow, 12,000 over pot jam. And I like her bet, but I don't love the sizing. Hard to get called by worse when you put that much money in Kitty's shoes.
Give you 100 if it's a bluff.
Kitty, you want to know how much? It's like 12.
You don't trust a female, don't you?
She big bluff?
I mean, sometimes, maybe.
No, never. Never.
You never know.
When was the last time you bluffed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which year?
You mean a year?
Yeah. Was it like 2018?
Oh, they're on to her.
Coach.
I'll help you out, Kitty. Kitty's actually bluffed me, bluffed me, but I actually just had it. But I can say that Kitty has some bluffs sometimes.
Kitty's got a little bit too much street cred with her bluffs.
I was bluffing too much before. People call me Jack High all the time.
Call you a Jack High?
All the time. Sometimes people call me like really light. Then I try to slow down, you know? Come on, guys. Meow.
Was that a meow?
Yes?
She's gonna raise you here for sure.
Wow, you read me, huh?
Yeah.
She is now resorted to cat talk with an ace jack. Makes it 1,200 to go.
I've played poker a long time. I know what's happening. At least I think I do.
How about Wong? What's that mean?
I don't know. I'll figure it out later.
Okay.
And the flop is an 8-8-4. It's neither player.
Out of 2,600,
19?
Kitty with the big bet of 1,900. A little surprised
19.
as this board does favor the caller and Barry Woods, but Barry sitting there with the Queen 3 of hearts.
Is this one of those bluffs?
Doesn't have much to do as Kitty flashes him the double peace sign.
Well, Barry getting none of that.
It's right in my wheelhouse. I'm not yours.
This isn't my home, okay? You go back LA.
Okay.
Go your side.
I'm folding an 8, but it's I have a bad kicker.
When you go LA, you can do whatever you want, okay?
Okay, they're having fun. They're lying. Kitty taking down 2 pots in a row.
Getting tired of the same old routine? The same games? Play something fresh and exciting in the WPT Global Casino. Games like Poker Flips, Lava Lions. And Speakeasy Boost are all waiting for you right now. Register on WPT Global today and use promo code YTCasino and be eligible for our generous welcome offers.
Not playing the 7-deuce game here tonight. Drops out of that one. Over to Barry now. Not gonna play. Kitty with the ace-jack of clubs. Makes a raise to 300.
Into Potato, who wants no part of that, goes out. And Matt will stick around with his Jack 10. Two-way action. Here is the flop. 9-5-4.
Great looking flop for Kitty. Not a bad one for Matt Berkey. 2 over cards, 3 to a straight, 3 to a flush. We'll see if he wants to continue when he faces this bet of 500 from Kitty.
Well, Matt is a tough competitor. I mean, he hasn't picked up many cards tonight, but he's got a good read on the table. He's going to make this call. And a 9 on the turn.
Well, that's a card that certainly favors Matt's range. A lot of players lead out when the board pairs on a card that favors them, and Matt will do the same. Leads 500 into Kitty. Kitty will make the call with her ace-high flush draw. And we will see a river that is the queen of diamonds. So both players miss. We've seen Matt bluff his way out on the river before. Will he attempt it again?
Look at this. He is going to take a big stab. That's a $5,500 bet with nothing.
Oh, I love it, Vince. Really tough spot for Kitty to call with a pair. She doesn't even have a pair, so she'll drop out. And Matt takes that one down with a very well-played jack high.
There's one great thing about when you play poker and you're winning with bluffs, you really feel good about yourself.
Yeah, he's only made the one hand with the backdoor Broadway against Paul. All his other big bets have been bluffs, but nobody has looked him up yet. So Matt kind of running circles around the table for the moment. Action over to Barry here. Not going to play his jack 9.
But you had
Kitty going out.
oh ace 6. I thought you said 2 6s. Sorry.
And Potato is going to look down at his hand. He quickly folds.
So over to Paul in the small blind with the 9-5 of hearts. And he will make a big raise up to 700. Perhaps thinking the straddle is still on, goes with the huge sizing. Maria with ace-deuce in position makes this call. So a couple of speculative hands going to the flop. And it is Queen 10, 4, 2 spades, and a diamond. Maria still in the lead and with the crucial ace of spades in her hand here. But Paul, undeterred, bets 600 on the flop. And Maria should have enough of this board to continue, and she seems to agree, makes this call. Turn, the king of hearts. Not much happening for Paul here, just a gut shot to the jack that would give Maria over straight. And so far tonight, Paul has been pretty solid, but going to try and bluff his way out of this one. I like that he's opening up his game, but I don't love the hand selection here with such a weak draw and no spade in his hand.
This is still not an easy call for Maria.
No, it is not.
Just ace high. She's got the non-professional betting, but she's coming back over the top with a
Wow.
3,800 total. Good read by Maria Ho.
Maria gonna represent the straight or 2 pair, raises it up to 3,800, pushes Paul out of that pot.
And the caterer has to call it a wrap. Maria Ho taking that one down. We're coming back with more action on the World Poker Tour in just a minute.
All right, there is a look at our chips around the table. As we said, Matt Berkey, the big winner on the evening thus far, doing some bluffing, won a big pot off of Paul Kuzmich when he backdoored Broadway.
Blinds are 50 and 100 with a big blind ante of 100 as well.
Like Nory, opening our action with the 5-4 hearts going up to 300.
So Potato has raised. And we get a call by Matt.
I hope we thought you had it for like a hot.
Barry will go away. Barry's Mr. Malibu from Malibu, California. Kitty, professional player out of Vegas, goes out as well. So two-way action. 6s versus the 5-4. Flop is an ace, deuce, deuce, 2 hearts.
Quite a flop for Mike Nory's 5-4 of hearts. He bets 400, receives a call from Matt Berkey. 7 of diamonds on the turn. Mike continues the betting, and this one will drive Matt Berkey out.
Yeah, the Potato's 32 years old, lives in LA, mixed game specialist. Says he got started playing poker after watching season 1 of the World Poker Tour. And that was 2 decades ago.
Trump wasn't in office.
Oh, I remember those years.
Sure, the whole thing would have been over.
It was appointment television on Wednesday nights.
Don't get me. Get me
Maria
started. I
Ho
feel like-
raises our straddled pot up to 500.
Nobody needs to.
Matt Berkey has the same hand in hearts. He will 3-bet to 2,000.
It's actually unbelievable that it's even gotten to this point.
Maria Ho lives in Los Angeles, top professional poker player.
If social media didn't exist as well, like people would have just taken it.
So Maria will make this call. Heads up and a king 10-10. Interesting flop for these two hands. Both players open-ended with a backdoor flush draw. Matt will slow down and check this flop. Maria will check it back. 10 of clubs on the turn, quite an interesting card. Maria now with the open-ended straight flush draw, a royal flush draw, in fact. But Matt will start the betting for 2,500, trying to bluff his way out of this one. We know he's bluffing into essentially the same hand. Maria does make this call. And the 8 of clubs on the river will give her a flush, but a difficult one to value bet following Matt's check, as it is so easy for him to have a full house. So she will check behind and be happy to see that Matt's queen jack is no good there, and Maria collects a nice pot.
I had the 10 of spades.
Mike Nory admitting to folding quads.
All right, action to Kitty. Quick fold by her into the potato. Potato out. And there is Paul Kuzmich, the Hollywood caterer, lives in Austin, and he's got a solid ace-king and has raised it up.
Barry getting in the mix with queen 6 offsuit, and he does outflop Paul here on 9-8-6 all clubs. Both players check this monotone board, king of diamonds on the turn.
So now the caterer has kings, Barry with 6s. And the caterer will bet, looks like 500. River card is a queen. That gives 2 pair to Mr. Malibu Barry.
You guys might be neighbors.
I think we are.
And Barry will lead out with his river 2 pair for 1,500, and you see that look of concern on Paul's face, sensing that this rivered queen improved Barry somehow, perhaps with Jack 10, King Queen. We know it's Queen 6, so he will call and get the bad news. Barry's Queen 6 rivers the superior hand.
2 pairs
2 pairs.
for Barry Woods.
So nothing really happening for Paul. He's going the wrong way, but Barry Woods looking good.
I wasn't a coffee drinker for like the longest time, and then I finally caved, and now I'm coffee all the time.
That's why I wasn't either. Didn't drink coffee now. We have yeah, I guess an espresso.
Espresso pods,
There's one
yeah.
called this double espresso with Chiaro or something is one of the pods.
Yeah.
So I make that every morning, and with like 12 ounces of milk and 3 sweet and low. So it's not really having coffee, but I take that every morning.
I'm quite the coffee addict myself, Vince. My morning does not start before I get my coffee.
These are little details you just can't find out any other place than the World Poker Tour. Potato likes coffee as well.
Yes, he does, and he likes his 10-8 of diamonds enough to call the 3-bet, and what a flop for his hand. The run bad for Paul continues here as he flops top pair, top kicker, but Mike Nory, bottom 2 pair.
Caterer's gonna get his finger burnt on the stove.
Yes, he is. Mike Nory will check raise up to 3,900.
10 behind, Mike.
9,500-ish.
And Paul inquiring about how much Mike has behind, not a good sign.
All in.
Call.
Set.
He's gonna move all in, and an instant call from Mike
We
Nory.
gotta show him now.
Yeah.
So as we can see, Paul in bad shape here, but not drawing dead. He is 31% to win the hand. They're gonna run it twice, so
2 times.
some possibility that Paul will improve.
Well, they're going to hedge their bets a little bit. You can't do this in a tournament. That's the beauty of a cash game. Now, deuce of diamonds on the turn for the first one, and a 6 of hearts, so Potato's going to win the first one.
We'll do it one more time. Queen of hearts and 4 of hearts.
Nice,
So Mike Nory will scoop the whole thing. Paul's run bad continues here.
No luck for the caterer.
13,575.
But there is a rumor that he scored very big last night in Baccarat and Roulette, won some big numbers, which is great.
Ooh, I can always root for someone against the house.
He's getting out some more money, more chips.
I just pay out all my condo in Taiwan, and I said like, I didn't know the rate is so low. It's like 1.3.
Oh,
That's
really?
it?
That's
Yeah.
so low.
Yeah.
Get the loan
You
back.
get raped here compared to that. Like,
I-
It's like 3 to 5%.
All my
probably
friends
here.
say,
It's like-
why you so stupid, pay all your loan? I said, I didn't know it's that low.
It's like free.
Paul will raise up the queen 9 of spades on the cutoff. Maria on the button right behind, 3 bets to 1800 with ace 10 and the 10 of spades.
Barry and Potato go away. Paul, pretty desperate now, but they're going to make this call and see a flop. Here it is. It's a Jack-Jack 7.
Neither player connects, but Maria, with the lead, will continue the betting for 1200. Now, Paul does have a little piece here, 3 to a straight, 3 to a flush. Makes the call. He could mix and check raises as well. We saw Matt Berkey do something like that in an earlier pot where he rivered Paul. Ace on the turn. We'll lock up this pot for Maria. She'll check it back just in case Paul is slow playing a jack.
The 9 on the river. So that gives Paul 9s. That's bad.
Yeah, not a good river for Paul. He may end up calling a river bet for Maria now that he's improved. Let's see how Maria sizes this. It's 2200. Well-sized bet.
And the caterer, he's saying, I made a bad meal here.
Getting tired of the same old routine? The same games? Play something fresh and exciting in the WPT Global Casino. Games like Poker Flips, Lava Lions, and Speakeasy Boost are all waiting for you right now. Register on WPT Global today and use promo code YTCasino and be eligible for our generous welcome offers.
Back to a little extra.
Meow.
Oh, then there's some cat talk here
Getting
by
some
Kitty.
cat calls over here, Vince.
Meow is call.
The one
Yeah.
thing I needed to do on my phone, I
And
didn't do.
meow meow is a race, okay?
Text your wife.
No.
So 3 ways going to this flop, and it is queen 10 deuce.
When are there going to be little Norries running around?
Not anytime soon.
how old are you?
32.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Wife.
Wife? Where's your ring? Don't say me.
Yeah, where's your ring?
I'm allergic.
Allergic?
You know, I buy like
She's allergic to husbands.
Right, yeah.
no, I buy the Emma's jewelry, like it was a 14K the bracelet, right?
Yeah.
And I was in Taiwan to LA airport, I lost it. I'm not a person for the jewelry. I just lost all the stuff. 14K I just buy in 2 days and
Gone.
gone.
Yeah.
So just buy the watch. Watch you never lose because the watch is too big,
Yeah.
right?
So the bet of 1600 from Maria to Matt, and he will make the call. Oh my goodness. Matt Berkey with the dream card on the river. Maria's hand does seem much too good to check here, so she will go for extra value. It is about half pot for 2800. Matt is going to slide out a raise of 17,000. Never a good sign when someone just pulls a huge rack of chips out and indiscriminately cuts out a huge raise. Maria has to be concerned that she's run into a full house or king jack. She does get away there. Nice fold for Maria, recognizing that a full house or a king jack better than her ace queen. So Matt Berkey continues his profitable ways. Mike Nory and Matt Berkey are big winners for the moment. Maria Ho also doing well.
There you go. 4 is available for you, Maria.
I'll do it since a lot of you guys
And look
been
at
doing
this.
that.
We have got a series of straddles going on here.
Okay.
Barry going for the triple straddle up to 800.
Okay.
No button straddles.
No, but yeah,
No
it's
button
too many.
straddles.
It's too much.
Taking
of
my
an
100
edge.
back.
Faisal going to the quadruple straddle up to 1,600. So every player in this hand has blind money out
Yeah.
there.
Button straddle should be f***ing outlawed.
I think this is okay in this situation.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Berkey really whining up a storm about this button straddle. I don't know why you would want to stop Faisal from putting money in the pot from what we've seen of him tonight.
They have the option to open. They were in the best position.
No
on the
winner
table
should
with all
complain.
of it.
Yeah,
You know?
he should lighten up on this
Do you want
one.
to spot them the button 100% of the time now?
Come on, this guy's hardly angling to get an edge here. He's limping 4 deuce suited. I mean, tone it down.
Yeah, that's on Barry.
48.
Well, I think Barry's saying that, so.
Or he might be just steamed from the bluffs that I did. Right?
You had the
No.
best hand.
Yeah, you had the best hand. You weren't bluffing.
Yeah, you even had me dominate. I like queen 10.
Just the stone cold nuts.
Well, Barry here, it's gone up to 4,800. Paul with
Barry.
queen 10 of clubs, 32 to call.
What? I was gonna do the bag for him.
I think you should still do the bag. Like, don't
I don't
let
think
him
you can do
stop
the
you,
bag
'cause-
with just the
Well, he
pre-flop
folded
raise.
already, so.
Are you putting the call or fold sign on?
Oh, Faisal hasn't seen the bag yet. You should probably
No,
put it on.
the people showed me.
Barry came here with a prop.
You've been warned.
Why do you keep putting it in your book bag? I
Yeah,
mean,
like
you know you're gonna use it again.
yeah, sit on it or something. I mean, this should be way more available.
Okay, yes, it says call. 48?
48.
Paul's going to call this with the queen 10 of clubs. Oh, no. Oh,
Should I play with the bag on?
All right, if
Where
you,
are we
as,
here?
I mean, you made eye holes for a reason, right?
Yeah,
So,
see?
like,
Okay, why
yeah.
not? Why not?
And finally, Paul with some good luck here, flops top 2 in this bloated
on
pot.
Now it's,
It's check to me?
the board is queen of hearts, 4
I can
of
see- I can
clubs,
see the board.
10 of hearts. Okay, just trying to make sure.
You can't see
Oh,
Paul.
Maria's way nicer. I was gonna lie.
Bag on his face, reaching for yellow chips. How much is he going to bet?
Do you know what
This is
color
so
chips
ridiculous. Yeah, do you know what color chips you grabbed?
You just say a number, probably.
Yeah, I feel like that's the safe play for sure.
77.
Barry's going to bet 7,700 here. And Paul loves his position now.
All in.
And he's going to go all in.
I don't have much more. Probably about 6 more.
yeah, it's a little bit more than that. It's about close to 7,000 more. Barry has just Jack 5 in his
But he
hand.
only had call on, so he made all in.
14.5 and a quarter.
Barry's actually considering this. I mean, as we can see, he's almost drawing dead
25?
here. He needs to go runner, runner, hearts,
Wow.
or runner, runner, straight.
Do it.
Once or twice, sir.
Twice is good.
And they elect to run it twice.
that's a
So
good
maybe
board
if
for you.
Barry can pull a miracle here, he can win half the pot. But as we can see,
Just turn it
Yeah,
over.
I'm
You
pretty
can't
much
be
dead.
dead.
No,
he needs a lot to happen.
Turn him
I
over,
do
right?
nothing. No, I don't turn it
But he
over.
almost mucked his hand here.
Well, you can fold it then.
Yeah, just muck it. Just
So
run it.
Barry needs runner, runner, straight, or runner, runner, flush, and that 9 of diamonds creates the possibility.
Hey, come on, do it one time.
Deuce, and so Paul will win the first half. Needs to hold here to win this big pot. King again, very open-ended. And an ace, he will win half the pot. Paul cannot catch
That's
a
brutal.
break.
Now, that's just,
It's been that kind of day for me.
yeah,
Paul recognizes it's been that kind of day.
that is a miserable thing to happen.
Your hand was so live.
That is so brutal.
Wow,
You
he could have
almost
run
scooped.
2 more. He could have ran 2. We could have won
Oh, that
2
would've been-
more.
that would've
Yeah, you
been
almost
vicious.
scooped.
Yeah. Barry Woods, baby. Jesus, Paul.
Mike Nory slurring his words.
I'm willing to stick my money in drawing next to dead.
Just a disaster if you're Paul.
So about
Like you
2/3
said,
of the
one of
deck
those nights.
already stone
And
dead.
now there's no straddle.
And he was not stone dead on either run.
Just super live.
And actions on Barry. He goes out.
I think the
That's how I
gambling
run.
gods are like running against me now after
Should've let 'em
last,
up.
after last night.
After your baccarat and roulette session.
Yeah, you
or,
won.
sorry,
You won
Well, there you
300
go.
and something.
They're
so
bringing
it's
up the fact that he scored big in a baccarat game last night.
All right, I'm playing with this the rest of the night.
Yeah, that appeared to like work out for you in some way.
Yeah. You know, he put it on and said call. I was like, okay.
And then you drill the flop.
Oh. I saw a
I mean, he did you a favor.
We've
You
got a
half
raise
the
by
16.
Faisal. He gets 2 calls and a flop of ace, king, 10. Faisal
I just realized.
hitting top pair. And they all go check, going to the turn. It's a jack of diamonds, so now Faisal top pair and a 4 flush. Matt also with a flush draw.
Faisal checks it over to Matt.
Yeah, I was having good hands.
He'll bet 500 with the 4 high flush draw.
That's how I.
You'd better not hit a diamond on the river. That would get expensive.
Just calls. In case there's a queen out there. Someone has a queen, but a diamond does not appear. 7 of hearts on the river.
And Matt kind of forced to try and bluff his way out with 4 high here, but man, Faisal hates folding. He is a bad target to bluff, so this bluff from Matt Berkey does not get through.
You're supposed to victory spread 4 high.
I did.
No, victory spread's like this.
Oh. I don't
Like
do
right
that.
in front of you, so like.
I don't even do that with winning hands.
Right.
I didn't even know that was called victory spread.
When you play mixed games.
Yeah,
you
I think
know,
that's a mixed game.
game
term.
thing. Yeah,
It's not
for sure.
really
It's not a no limit hold'em.
It looks like Mike Nory could be doing his own victory spread as he currently sits on the top of the leaderboard.
Getting tired of the same old routine? The same games? Play something fresh and exciting in the WPT Global Casino. Games like poker flips, Lava Lions, and Speakeasy Boost are all waiting for you right now. Register on WPT Global today and use promo code YTCasino and be eligible for our generous welcome offers.
Yeah, well, Paul, our caterer from Hollywood, is stuck the most. I don't mean to say that he's a bum. He's certainly not. He's a good player that's running bad. Then we have 5 winners at the table, Tony.
You're right, Vince. He has run so bad tonight. Brutal flops, bad runouts. Just not a lot Paul could have done to add a winning session tonight.
Okay, the blinds are 50 and 100. Here we go.
Matt will raise it up to 600 with king 10.
Yeah, there was a straddle by Mike. Now, let's see, a couple folds around to Barry, who's called, and Faisal. No raise. That is Potato, Mike Nory, who has not stopped talking or winning. And the flop's a king 5 deuce.
Yeah.
Matt with top pair.
Check.
600 is the bet from Matt. Neither of his opponents have much.
Barry Woods, Mr. Malibu, goes out.
Right. I have a lonely purple. I'll give it away.
He has a backdoor draw here, so he wants to see the turn.
Check.
Check, check on the turn. Matt gonna give Faisal a chance to try and bluff him on the river. Faisal gonna take
Check.
the bait. No, he'll check down as jack high. I'm not really sure how Faisal planned to win this pot. Calling with jack high on the flop and not bluffing it on the river, but he'll save money here as Matt would have never folded. He bets 2,000 with his top pair. And not much for Faisal to do now, but get out of the way.
So Matt Berkey, playing poker for 19 years professionally, 10 WPT cashes, no final tables yet, but he is well respected. Takes down that pot, and we move on. There's going to be a straddle by Matt. Straddle of 200. The caterer goes out. Maria Ho now, ace jack. And she will make it 500 to go. She's made 2 WPT final tables.
35, I think.
Mike with the queen 9 of hearts makes the call. So heads up against Maria and her ace jack.
Whatever, it's 11 years.
Mike has been talking a mile a minute for a while now. He's running a marathon over there. He checks on this jack 9-8 flop that gives Maria a top pair with a redraw to the nut diamonds. Mike is connected pretty well here. Middle pair.
I got dangerously close and then lost a bunch of weight.
Quite a turn card for Mike Nory here. Turns the straight. Has the flush redraw to go with it. Leads right out for 1,000. Maria, recognizing that her hand has changed dramatically with that turn, folds with no outs on the river.
I'm just gonna put it on the top.
How many times has Mike, also known as Potato, hitting straights tonight? About 4 or 5 times on pretty good pots.
You gotta play golf.
I play golf.
He is a mixed game specialist.
Maybe you got a shot then.
He says he loves golf and fantasy football. And he was making the point that golf is the best gambling game because of the handicap.
Yeah, but you shoot from the girls' team.
Everyone has a chance with a proper handicap.
No amount of handicap gives me a chance at golf, Vince.
No, I'm going to disagree.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you shoot an average of 110,
It sounds like
maybe I'd have to give you 20 strokes, you know, but right, it makes things even.
At least. At least.
There's A,
All
B,
folding
C, and D
deuces.
golfers,
He had
so
a
it doesn't
chance to
matter
flop a
how
set
bad
there. I'm not sure why he didn't gamble a little bit.
Why do you just assume that I'm bad, though? Also,
Because I'm
rude
in the
and
bad
sexist.
group.
Yeah. But you're not even the worst. Like, there's way worse golfers.
Maria
way worse.
comes along with queen 9 offsuit, and it is 9-8-4, 2 clubs on the flop. So top pair for Maria and Mike. Just a gut shot with some backdoor draws for Faisal. But he'll continue betting here, and he bets huge, 3,000 into 2,300. And Mike shockingly folds top pair, king kicker with the backdoor spade draw. I have no idea why he did that.
No, that is surprising. Maria is going to call.
Yeah, Maria knows better than to fold top pair with redraws, especially against Faisal. King of clubs on the turn, so Mike would have had top 2 pair. Both Maria and Faisal pick up a club flush draw.
All right, Maria, I show a white flag.
And he does check. And a deuce of clubs on the river. Both players make their flush. Maria checking over to Faisal, hoping to entice him into bluffing.
All right, check.
Good check.
I'm the worst.
See, this is why speech plays so good, because when he says not anymore, I'm like, oh, check.
And Potato's saying that he's the worst. I mean, he might have jammed him out of there on the turn when he hits his 2 pair.
How do you have a pip above there?
I had ace queen suited.
Right.
Mike Nory.
You limped ace queen suited.
No, I 5x.
Having a spotty memory, forgetting who raised in the pot.
That's why I said, how did you limp?
I thought
3?
you were a limper. I thought he raised.
See, I think he would have played it differently had he remembered that you 5x.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, I just have overpairs there. That's why I gave your check raise credit.
Right. I thought he was the raiser and I called and you called. I was like, you're gonna have so much random there that like, oh my god.
You can just ask me next time. I'll tell you.
If you were the 5xer, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, he limped, you limped,
Right.
I made it 1,000.
Right.
And it went call.
Sometimes the wrong information can make you money.
When 2 wrongs make a right,
Yeah,
Vince.
yeah.
It does happen from time to time. Faisal
Well,
going up to
call.
600 with the ace-4 of hearts. Barry will call with 8-7 of diamonds.
All right, 2 players. We will go to the flop. It is an ace-7-6.
For some reason, I thought it was
So,
limp.
Aces for Faisal.
5x. Call.
7s for Barry Woods.
Had it totally backwards.
That would be
Make more
impossible.
sense. Right. Exactly. I don't know what I was thinking.
Just genuinely impossible.
Barry likes it. We'll call it. And the turn card is a jack of hearts.
Totally backwards.
Now Barry needed his hand to improve on the turn.
This is why I can't win on TV.
So a check. Fasil also checking, going to the river on this one.
And a 9 of diamonds on the river. Will Barry try and turn his pair into a bluff or just check it down?
Yeah, I get fucking brutalized.
Looks like he's content to check it down. Hope that his 7 is good. Faisal trying to get a little extra here, $600. And that's the right amount to get called by Barry's weak pair.
Right.
Faisal continues his winning ways. He's been on a heater ever since he sat down.
Pair straight draw, flush draw, no.
Barry Woods seems to be getting a little tired.
Yep.
He is a semi-retired businessman. He was in the contracting world, and now he lives in Malibu. But he does seem like, you know, he was a little more aggressive early on. He had a little more energy.
Right. Maybe the drinks got to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the hour.
But he's still winning.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Paul, the night's just starting.
I think it was like 3 or 3:30 before I saw my pillow and was up at 6.
Oh, Chait said you were like, just like you were up at like you guys were 20 tequila shots deep and you were up at 6 a.m. like nothing happened.
I get up early every day.
Yeah, that's not me. Well, I mean, when I drink a lot, I sleep like but...
Yeah.
You sleep late like
No, I don't sleep late. No. I sleep like, so like if I don't drink and I'm like normal, I'm like 8, 9 hours easily. If I drink, it's like 3 to 4 hours max.
Feel like I've heard Mike Nory's life story twice.
It will be a fascinating book,
It's
you
the,
know,
like,
if you ask
the
me.
come off of
Find out his
it,
sleeping
that, like,
patterns and
once
his
you, like,
eating
sober up, you're,
patterns. It would be
like,
just
feel like
great
shit.
stuff.
Faisal going up to 700 with ace-6 of hearts. Mike with
You
the
think that
7-6
helps,
of
but
diamonds.
There's a certain point where you
It
drink
doesn't matter.
so much where it's not. It's
700?
futile.
Is going to call.
I like a chatty game, but
Yeah.
sometimes it goes over the top.
So heads up between these two, sharing outs. And it is queen 10-6. They both hit their 6. Faisal in the lead with the ace-6. And he'll bet 6. Mike makes the call. We continue to a 5 of clubs turn.
Let me
Checking-
confirm it.
checking
Yeah,
for a
let me
club?
confirm it.
You
Okay.
for sure don't
No,
have two
not
clubs.
checking it, confirming it.
You don't have 2 clubs, that's a for sure.
Not. I don't have 2 clubs for sure.
Yeah.
How
You
can
wouldn't
I
check
have
your
2
hand
clubs?
if you had 2 clubs. You
No.
would check if you have 1 club.
No, I usually overbet when I have something like that.
Well, last time you overbet, you had. Well, I guess Maria.
you guys can actually play and not discuss how you're gonna play.
Evaluating the game as it goes along.
Just doing it for the TV.
TV's overrated.
Faisal bets 800. Mike calls. Very thin value bet that's going to work out for him. 9 on the river.
Check.
1 pair.
1 pair. Really good kicker.
You win.
So Faisal will collect another nice pot.
I knew you didn't have 2 clubs.
Oh yeah. It's good to say after you see it, right?
4,000 on that river. I knew when he said 1 pair too, I was dead.
Well, yeah, you didn't have a good pair.
I mean, like, he could have had a 5.
That's true. You're both
Could've
quite
had
sheepish.
deuces.
Yeah. All right.
And we move on. We have a straddle by Paul.
True.
Maria looking down at Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
Raising to 500. Barry right behind. Gonna splash around with 10-8 offsuit here. Flicks in a call.
Yeah, Barry's been tough tonight. Has a lot of gears in his game. He's got bluff. He's got the paper bag, too. It's a prop that he brings in that he throws over his head at times, which is interesting.
Bad board for Barry here.
Wow, he hits top pair. Maria with the big over pair, of course. Barry might think he's in front.
Is that the same place as this? Yeah, it's 51 plus. Yeah, it goes 51 to 11.
So he's going to call this for 600, going to the turn. And an 8 hits, so that gives 2 pair for Barry.
Have you guys played before?
No, but I've
Just
seen enough
going.
in 2 hours.
Yeah. This is how I play tight. So just think about it, how I play there.
Yeah, without a whole card camera.
Yeah. Without my dad looking at it.
Yeah.
He's gonna go with the call.
And she'd have snap called in there, but a jack on the river doesn't change too much. Will Maria bet it? Yeah, 3,200.
And that jack on the river might make Barry a little cautious about raising. He loses to jack 10 now. He loses to jacks, 10s.
Yeah, so he just calls, and he wins a good one against Maria Ho.
Sure, yeah, jack 10.
Perhaps a little too cautious there, but either way, he collects a very nice pot.